Good evening and welcome to the live stream. Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to restart. Sorry about that. 1 second. Okay, so I kind of got a bit stupid there. Didn't quite, I think I'm getting a bit too comfortable with it these days. So it took me a few seconds to get it started off. So, welcome to tonight's stream. So, today... Give me a second, I need to plug me, I thought I was prepared for this. The first time, 2 mistakes. Okay, so today I've kind of been ducking and dodging around, testing out some distances for my trip to Colonia. Managed to get the ship up to a jump range of 61, I think 61 point something light years, and I've put a couple of things back on the ship and tried to get it to around 60, which I've got it at 60.06 at the moment. Oh dear. And where's my train of thought? Oh yeah, so I started to do a run to Colonia just to do it as a test run, do 5 jumps there, 5 jumps back and whatnot, just seeing what my jump range was. My jump range kind of evened out around 59. There wasn't really anything over 59 for the first 5 or 6 jumps, so I was thinking, well, maybe I can maybe fit another module on there, but I don't want to affect the jump range so much, so I'm going to give you a quick look at the setup in outfitting. Give you a quick look at the setup here, the optional internals, because the core internals, what I basically did to get the jump range up is take the fuel tank right down and make it just a scooping machine by putting in a really small fuel tank, and then in the optional internals putting the best fuel scoop I can get, which is a 4A. Which actually works really, really well. In order to fill the tank up, even on the biggest jump, I would kind of have to maybe wait 1 second, 1 second longer than I would have in the past, if that. So it's a really good, it seems a really good setup. But as I said, the maximum jumps I was getting was around 59 light years, 59 maybe 0.6, 0.8, something like that. So I've kind of got a little bit to play around with in compartmental wise. Now if you look at, like, if I do this for example, if I look at planetary hangars, I immediately lose a lot. Even with the smallest one. The smallest one's still gonna, actually the smallest ones are worse. I didn't realise that. Now there's this one, if I take the second one it's 5904, but then I think that's going to affect my jump range slightly. I don't know, I can mess around with this. Give me a second, I can mess around with this. Let's have a look, buy one of them, get it fitted, and see what, but now the scarab's going to add weight, isn't it? No? Okay. Well, it's still a lot though. Right, give me a second. Let's see if I can find out where I can make that shape up. So we've got a 3D shield generator. That's actually not going to be any good. 3C? Worse. Nope, they're all worse. I don't need the shield generator, it's just it's kind of a... Yeah, but I don't want that. I've got to do this in the Diamondback. You've got to understand, Brian, it's Diamondback or nothing, unfortunately. It's got to be the Diamondback. I can't go out and do discovery stuff in anything else. And the Conda's too slow. It would really miff me off spinning around every sun. At least you have that agility with the Diamondback. So, I don't know, maybe I can leave my planetary vehicle hangar out until I get to Colonia, and then put one in and kind of do some interesting stuff on the way back. So, I don't know, that's just to play with it. So anyway, so we're going to go off to, well, I'm going to see where my Beluga's parked, actually. Probably in, not Beluga, Mallorca. It's probably, I know, I want to get a Beluga. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a Beluga and I'm going to kit it out. So let's have a look. We're in, I forgot where it is now. 10% discount. So you can see Chinrata's a long way, but it's 2 jumps in this ship, and they're both pretty straight line jumps as well, which is interesting. Oh, Brian, I forgot to ask, did you get that thing sorted out? Did you get paid off? I've put an email together for Frontier, I just didn't send it off yet. We're going backwards.
Ship restraints retracted. Follow the greens on your way out.
Did you get it sorted? Okay, I'll leave it in the email and I'll send it to them. It's so bizarre. I know they had problems in the I know they had problems with the beta with them, and I thought it'd have all been fixed out now. You got the mission reward on the second one, didn't you? I think there's a problem when somebody logs out, because if you think the other night, Toff logged out just as you were finishing, and I don't think you'd collected it yet. So it could have been that. Hello to anybody else who's joining the stream, by the way. Drop by in the chat, say hello. Yeah, but we did that one after Toff had dropped out, didn't we? That was just me, you, and Nibbler doing that last one, I think. So you can see just the nimbleness of this and the thrusters. Even though the Anaconda has a bigger jump range, I don't know, I think you might offset that with this. Size isn't always everything, is it? So yeah, the one you had was when Toff logged out, and then I think when we were doing it before, one of us might logged out or something like that. I think everybody has to be in the same system. This is my own personal thought. I think everybody has to be in the same system when the final delivery is made. So if you're not in the system and I make the final delivery, you don't get the reward. And I also think that if somebody logs out on the instance, it might just close the whole thing down, which is really stupid, but And you would think they would think about those situations as well. So we are going to Jameson Memorial. And I'm looking, just to play around with, I'm looking to get a beluga. To do some passion missions with. The only thing that means is I'm going to have to do a tiny little bit of grinding tonight. And I wasn't really wanting to do that, but I'm going to try and I'm going to send the beluga to Desiat and try and get it there so I can go off and do a bit of grinding and then come back and try and do it up. Hey Tangent, how's it going? You dropped out last night and then I lost sight of you. Like, we didn't get to say goodbye before the end of it. What happened? Just working? Did I just say that like an angry girlfriend as well? I just meant it would have been nice to say goodnight. But you dropped out like at some point and I never caught up with you. So yeah, they need to get those wing missions bloody sorted, because that's a real pain in the ass that it's not happened in just one situation, it's happened in more than one. But if we ran the second one almost to the rules of what I was just talking to earlier, and we all got paid out, so I think it is just if somebody drops out the instance or somebody's not in the same system, even if it's not that person, it causes problems. Because I remember we delivered the other one when Scott was outside the system, and then when he got there he couldn't even dock. Oh nice, you had a good snowstorm, did you? Can't beat a bit of snow. I wouldn't have thought you got bad service in the US, like. So yeah, and tonight I'm not going to stay on for a huge amount of time tonight because I've actually got oh, what have I done to piss off the system authorities? I hope I'm not going to get attacked here. There's something about the local fuzz being deployed. I have got a shield, so hopefully they won't attack me. No, if you didn't have any choice, you didn't have any choice. It was just there was a couple of people who were kind of in the stream and then they all dropped out, which I understand. We go and everything. It's all part and parcel of the business, isn't it?
2,000 meters from touchdown.
I'm thinking of changing my home system to that place we were last night. Was it Peterson Dock or something? That place looked good. Didn't look like this. Oh no, absolutely. I saw a video on Facebook actually of a crash in Iowa, but it was like a 300 car pileup or something. It was ridiculous. And people in the US don't slow down in the snow at all. So I've worked out in this ship that getting to Colonia and even back again is not going to be a big deal at all now. I can get there in pretty much a straight line as long as I keep that 60 light year jump. It pretty much makes a straight line all the way there, which is really interesting. There's very few detours down or up or anything. It's really cool. Actually, Commander Crash Landing's been there already this week, and that's because he was using supernova highway, but I don't want to do that the first time. There's just, I'm not saying it's cheating or anything, but I don't feel like that's what I want to do the first time. I want to kind of go out and experience the trip. Yeah, if I go there again sometime in the future, then I would use it, but... Okay, so let's have a look at the shipyard. And I'm looking at the Beluga. And I think it's going to be the SS Caviar. I think that's what I'm going to name it anyway. If they've got one, there it is. So what's the difference between the Beluga and the Orca? Just bigger, no? 10, 9, okay. So the reason I'm buying a Beluga is because not so long ago I bought a paint job, but I just never got around to using the Orca. And then the other day I was, yesterday I think it was actually, I was in the Orca and I was thinking, I've got a paint job for this Orca, because I hadn't, I mean, I bought the paint job like when I bought the Orca, which was God knows how long ago, because I was expecting to do certain passenger missions in it, and never came about. So I'm sat there and I'm like, oh, I've got a paint job for this, and then I'm looking and I'm thinking, no, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it, why is it not working? And I've realised I've bought it for the Beluga, but I think I bought it like over a month ago, so obviously Frontier just got back to me and said, oh, we can't exchange it now, there's too much time passed. So I was like, oh well, that's unfortunate, but I'll just go buy one, like, it's not the end of the day. But it's not too cheap. Don't worry about that. No, seriously, don't. It's just when I said it, I was like, it sounds a bit that way. But I was just like, you know, I understand. You normally do say goodbye if you're dropping out, or you normally stay to the end. I think most of the time you'll drop out for a huge amount of time, but then as soon as I say goodbye. Okay, so why did I buy the Orca? And now I'm going to have to do it with the Beluga. Because 70 odd million credits is cheaper than buying a new paint set. Is I wanted to use a Beluga, or originally an Orca, for doing kind of passenger missions to certain places. I thought, you know, if I take some cargo racks and I stock up on a few bits and bobs, try and find out what the passengers want. I don't think their choices are random, so I want to kind of, I'm thinking of actually going out with certain things on board, and things like that, but the first thing I've got to do is really get it kitted out before anything else. So this is what I know is going to cost me a ton of money, and I've got to be really careful because I'm down to 400 million, which, well, 347 million now, and people think that's rich. Considering I was at $1.3 billion a month ago, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. I know it's because I've got a huge fleet. Maybe I could sell some of the fleet off to make a little bit of money, but it's still a huge drop, so I need to keep an eye on this. I also need to get this flown out to Desiat so I can work on the FSD and stuff like that, get that up to its highest level and whatnot. So I'm not going to Colonia the Beluga. 400 million is poor. It's piss poor. Well, I worked out to get 3/4 of the way there is 232 jumps with 60 light years. Now that's 3/4 of the way. So, but because of the way it's structured, I think then the last part of it would actually only probably be about 40. So you're looking at under 300 jumps. Now if you think about when myself and Cyber were flying to Sagittarius A, we did 300 jumps a day on average. And that took us 4 days, I think. So I'm looking, I could get there in a day, I'm pretty sure, if I hammered it. So yeah. Don't know which one to go with, this one or this one. Quite like that one. Don't like gold. I'm not a big fan of gold. And they already have a ship that's yellow, so I really don't want to kind of go down that road. I'm gonna go with that one. I think I'm gonna enjoy that one. Okay, so beluga caviar, you get it? Right, okay, so why won't it let me name it? Do you know I had this problem yesterday? I don't know what it was. Oops. Yeah. Let's try that name again. Okay, so now we have to look to kind of give it some stuff, and I'll be honest with you, the nameplates, they changed something here? How is that white? That should be good. 60 million. Wouldn't mind that. Can anybody tell me how that is white? Seriously. Right, tell me the difference between that and that, or that. Tell me the difference between them two. Seriously. I mean, it doesn't look like white. It looks like a lesser shade of grey. So, I'm going to do that one, because it's pretty much the only one I've got to do it on. See, that one's nicer, and when you do it in white, it'll appear as white. Okay, so, and this one, actually this one I'm going to do as the, kind of the expedition thing. I think it's going to be that one. And then that one I would change to one of the Thargoid friendlies, just so that when they spot me, they don't do me in. But I hate it that it's not white. Okay, so, no ship IDs. Decals, I don't think I've got any. Got the standard one, so I'll always go with my Explorer Elite just to show off a little bit. Where's my Explorer Elite? No, that's my trade. There it is. Right decal. Okay, we're just gonna go with that. FD cal the same. Okay, I don't know why I end up doing half of this, because nobody sees it apart from me. Right. Hey Andrew, how are you doing? Thanks for dropping in. We had a couple of other people last night banging on about VR. So it looks like you might finally have some company. Okay. So let's start with the cause, actually. This is going to bleed me dry, this one, isn't it? I think. I'll put a power plant in there. This is going to absolutely bleed me dry. I'm going to be poor. I'm seriously going to have to look at maybe offloading a ship, at least just for the time being, while I can work out the price of all this stuff. Because 7A frame shift drive is going to be another 45. Starting to become poor. The life support I'm not bothered about. I don't expect to deal with all that. Power distributor. Can't get anything. I'll go with that one, 5A. Sensors, as long as it's not going to be too expensive, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, I think the fuel tank's got to be max capacity, which it is, so that's alright. Right, optional internals. Well, pretty much what it says in the title. I mean, I'm not doing anything in particular. That's not to say I won't be. I'm going to go off and do a little bit of material hunting, because I really have to set myself up a little bit for that, because I want to have this with a full max FSD if I can before the end of the night. I'm gonna see. I don't know whether to put one of each cabin here, or whether I should just double purchase everything. Because if I'm going to be doing the type of missions I'm planning on doing in it, I'm not going to need, for example, that's 16, so I can sell that. I'm not going to get a lot for it, but sell that. This is all going to give me jump range. Sell that. Sell that cargo rack. Don't need any of that. Schlup. Sell that one. Doing compartments. I can put a docking computer in there. This is going to be a pure passenger ship. Nothing more, nothing less. It's going to be a mix, Brian. This ship, it's not for maxing out profit or anything. This ship is purely, I'm going to set it with like an SRV and everything like that, which I haven't put in. But that's because I'm going to get the FSD upgraded now. So actually I should tear it out, shouldn't I, so I can get it there and back fast enough. No, I shouldn't, because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to transport it, so it doesn't matter. So I should put an SRV in. So yeah, it's going to be for business passengers basically. Well, I might even put in first class passenger cabins, or luxury cabins actually is probably the best one. Mind you, you can't get anything more, so I'm going to have to put one luxury. It's going to affect my jump range, but and then one first class, just depending on the customer and what they want. This is going to be a bit of a mix, this ship actually. It's going to be a mix between exploration and can't remember what the advanced discovery sign comes under. It's going to be a mix of exploration and detailed surface scanner, because I'm going to use it to take rich people out to rich places. Oof, chat's going pretty fast. Give me a chance, because I've had a glass of wine tonight. What did I say about reading something? Did you not pin the FSD blueprint? No, I didn't, because I'm a Doyle. No, actually it's not because I'm a Doyle. You have to pin it to a ship, I think. Oh no, hang on, it's come up now. This is strange. Another ship. It didn't allow me to pin it. But thanks for reminding me. But I'm a little bit miffed now, because it didn't pin it to the other ship. Should open up the 3 slot now. I think I've got enough for everything to step up. This is why, if you noticed yesterday, I was trying to even everything out. So now it's saying, like, I hate it when it does this. Look, I haven't done anything, and it's telling me I can't generate a new modification. There's a bloody problem that they've got, isn't it? One. Two, three. I have to go all the way with this one, huh? Oh Jesus, it won't let me go up to the next one. Oh, what a pain in the ass. I need chemical distillery. Okay, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And now, I'm sorry, I can't see the bloody chat. Hey, this is not Ryanair, my friend. No way. No way. That's my Anaconda. My Anaconda is Ryanair. No paint job, no nothing. You have to pay for the toilet. So I've got this up to 30, which actually is pretty spectacular, considering it doesn't seem it, but it actually isn't bad. Oh, I can pull them off, don't need them. Pardon the pun. Oh, what's a shield cell bank? What have I bought there by accident? Didn't want to buy that. No, not shipyard, Doyle. I've never said you're not good to me. Yeah, bloody... I'm gonna lose money on that as well. It was a shield generator I wanted. Oh good lord, look at the jump range. Just give me one with 30 plus. It's 30-10, that's alright I suppose. I'm down to 230 million. Oh my good lord, please bring back the passenger missions. Do you know what, I'm kicking myself because I should have done that stuff, and it is my own fault that I didn't do it, to be honest. I've only got myself to blame. I've only got myself to blame, but as I said, this is going to be like a passenger thing, so shipyard, we're going to jump out of this now. Into the Diamondback, because this is the bomb. And we're going to work our way towards Desiat. So... And what are you up to tonight in game, Andrew? Anything interesting? So tonight's stream isn't going to be like a huge stream, because normally Friday nights are the worst nights for me to stream. And whereas it's not all about viewership, I need to work out which nights I can have off. Somebody asked last night, how often do you stream? And somebody answered, oh, he streams every night. And I'm like, fucking shut up, shut the fuck up. Oh, 2 jumps. Desiat 2 jumps, come on. She waited. You do realise she waited. I know all those tricks and tricks. Tips and tricks. And you'll be in company one night when you drop in. We had 2 people last night banging on about VR. I did call, did call you out, but you're gone. Well, I'm thinking of doing a run to see a fantastic spot on Sunday. So Sunday evening, my time, Sunday afternoon, your time, I suppose. If you've got time, I would seriously consider coming along. So if you look at my fuel tank now, you'll see this one jump is going to take half of my fuel. But this is part of my battle plan. Are you talking about the background, or are you talking about just women in general? I've got friends on in the background, but I always feel like if I get close enough to the microphone here, I don't have to. You won't get too affected by it. So yeah, if you look at the fuel there, it takes a bunch. But my whole point is I'm a flying fuel scoop, basically. I have considered taking a lesser fuel scoop just for that extra jump range, but I've thought twice about it, because if you look at how fast it scoops, so I would never be able to jump at this point anyway, so I'm just going a little bit further on. So there it is. Now I should be going straight and jumping, okay, and it's finished. So I know that the colder stars aren't going to do it as fast, and I'm going to have to drag my heels a little bit more, but I'm thinking that extra 10 light years or something that I've pulled out of it should. Alright, okay. No, because I've said to you before, I only come from a jealous point of view. I know how good this game looks in VR. I've never even put the VR headset on, but I have an incredibly good imagination, and I know that David Braben said that they built this game with VR in mind, even though it wasn't part of it yet. Alright, see you in a bit, Tangent. There is a couple of VR machines in the works at the moment that are going to be they're not going to be cheap, but they're going to be around the PS4 price. And the companies are currently just finishing them up, so I'm hoping that affordable VR is going to be on the horizon. I can afford to treat myself once in the summer, but I think if I was to treat myself, to be honest, it would have to be a graphics card first anyway. My personal business is going alright. Maybe in September, next September I'll have a bit more business to go on, so I'll be enabled to invest in VR after a chair, after a decent HOTAS, after a decent house. Do you know, that's a good idea. Just mount the TV screen into the box and just be on stream shouting, "Hello, I'm in VR!" Oh, I'll make some clickbait videos. How to turn any TV into a VR machine. I'll be a YouTube millionaire. So anybody else, if you've just joined in the stream, feel free to drop by and say hello. There is a tip jar there on my dashboard if you think I'm doing an absolute stellar job. If you think I'm doing a really crap job, you can just throw your sweet papers in there, don't worry. I pick them out at the end of the night as I cry. Actually, do you know, I don't even know why I came to Desiat. Why did I come to Desiat? I don't know how I've made it this far in life, ladies and gentlemen. Some days I honestly don't. Oh, you know, Andrew, I was talking about the girl who was dead to me. Don't worry, she's still dead. There's a new one, so things are looking rosy. And this one, honestly, she hardly speaks a lick of English, so I'm in. Right, so if you're gonna come along on Sunday, yeah, range. You probably want to put an SRV as well. It's the main thing I always say to people: just get SRV and range. As long as you've got them. If you've got a big enough ship and you want to put 2 or 3 SRVs on there, if you're just a really terrible driver, then feel free to do so. I didn't come to Desiat for a stupid reason. I came to have my beluga shipped out. See, I'm not that much of an idiot. So I do need to go to Gary Terminal, wherever the ship fire it is. Did I actually land on it, or did I just pull back? Oh no, it's there. Oh, I will, don't worry. I have no fears whatsoever, unless she's got red hair. Can't talk to redheads. That's not me saying it's wrong. I'm saying I physically can't. I lose my will. You know, like when you have to order a chai latte for your wife, it's the same feeling. Just pure numbness in the legs. The words just won't come out of your life. I keep looking out the window to look to see if it's snowing, and then I put the shits up myself because I've shut the blinders, so it's only my reflection in the window. Keep thinking Bruce Willis has come to finish me off. Hey Morgan. Just, if you didn't get that conversation, then tough. How are you doing? Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself in the mirror. The mirror keeps telling me to fuck up. Right, okay, so, gonna go in the hangar. Oh, I don't need to go in the hangar actually. The funny thing is, if self-deprecation worked in Spain, I'd be in there, but they've got that machismo culture. I just walk around town just telling everybody I've got a 1-pack. Doesn't work. Never has, never will. Right, let's have a transfer. Transfer the ship to current location. Oh, that's another hit to the bank balance. I'm going to be skinned by the end of this night, I know it. I just know it. Right, so we set up to run? Yep, we are. Good stuff. So we will go. Advanced Workshop. And Morgan, I'm going to be honest and say thank you for joining a stream that literally says live stream Friday, nothing in particular, can't be bothered doing anything, and you're tuning in. That's really nice. Seriously, it's much appreciated. Should we do the Battlestar Galactica? Here we go. Ooh, that was close. The check my chair. Oops, no, not that one. What are you up tonight, Morgan? In game? That's what I was hoping to drive people away. No, I wasn't really, but I just wanted to let people know that if people, you know, because quite often I'll say I'm doing something, and then obviously when you're doing a 5-hour stream, because, you know, as long as I'm playing, I'll stream. I don't really care. It's strange for some people. Like they maybe they get panicky when they stream. They feel the need to entertain. I just see it like I have a few drinks, like I'm in the bar with some friends, and just have a chat. So if I'm on, I'll stream, but I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, because quite often it'll say in my title, visiting Guardian sites with Commander Swifty, and everybody gets excited, clicks on the links, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, at the moment I'm smashing face first into the side of this station. What are you doing? Please like and subscribe. And by the way, we have Discord. And a tip jar. No, I thought on Sunday we might have like a find a landable planet and do like an Olympics in SRVs. And then the winner will get like a paint scheme or something. Or maybe a bobblehead for the a Corollis bobblehead or something. What's the wife cooking tonight? Schnodelkuchen or something. What is a traditional Danish dish? I'm actually dead interested. Well, you know I'm into my food, so I'm actually genuinely interested. Special Olympics. I don't know. Your landing skills on top of a parked aircraft aren't too shabby, Brian. I've only destroyed 2 in the whole time I've had SRVs. Forgot to scoop that, son. Hang on a minute. See, this is the problem. This is what I'll have to do. Make sure when I'm going to Colonia. Above my webcam here, I'm going to have 2 big signs saying, fucking fuel scoop. Because if I do that, I do not want to be calling the fuel rats every 5 minutes. Unless, can you get a loyalty card with the fuel rats? If you like donate two euros to the cause or something, you get 60 free call outs. Am I at my destination? Oh no, I've got 2 jumps to go, so... Oh! Morgan's back. I'll be honest with you, Morgan, I'm sorry if I sound a bit impatient sometimes. It's to do with the latency between me and the stream, and then you obviously replying, and then me replying to your reply, and then your replying to my reply. It can sometimes get a little bit forgotten. You should team up with Brian, actually. I think you two would do alright. He's adept at all that stuff as well, although it seems like you're immensely adept at it. If it's alright to big you up. Oh, I'm still fucking... Still attached to the bloody sun. What a doyle! I have had a couple of glasses of wine, I'm going to be honest. It's Friday night. I've had a wine. Alright, I've had 2 wines. Some port. And I'm going to have a whiskey before bed, so... And I think that's it. I have to be very careful. I actually did a thing about what country are you based on your drinking habits. Turns out I'm Lithuanian. No, Brian, I was being totally complimentary. See, you go to a Guardian site and you unlock the ruins and you get the whole thing to come out the ground in its majestic way and shine its lights everywhere. Sorry. If you saw me yesterday, I was basically stalking somebody around the Guardian site for 10 minutes. I just thought it'd be funny to just follow him. And the funny thing was, his turret kept on turning around and looking at me. I didn't realise the delay actually in the stream until a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, and somebody just mentioned it and I was like, it's always stuck in my head ever since then. So now I try and wait. Yeah, and I am a bit slow to begin with. Well, unless you're playing poker with me, that's a different kettle of fish. What, the Guardian site or the... I think it's been there for centuries, Brian. Right, so it was number 5, wasn't it? Oh, I just got the galaxy map. It was planet number 5, wasn't it? So there's system map, planet number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I can count. That helps me during poker games. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna overshoot this now. Come on, please. We can go this way if you want. And for anybody who's interested in the Monday live stream, the Monday live stream is going to be a game that is not connected to Elite. I'm not asking you to tune out, I want you to tune in. And I think this Monday it's going to be Assassin's Creed Oranges? Yeah, Assassin's Creed Oranges. That's the one where you work in an orange picking farm in Florida. Apparently it's good. They don't like it when you cut off the workers' heads though, that's a problem. No, I'm gonna, I've got a bit of a cold. It's gonna be Assassin's Creed Oranges. Assassin's Creed Oranges. Not Origins, Origins. Can't even get the word out now, I'm trying. Right, Dav's Hope. So yeah, sorry about the stuffiness, and if I keep sniffling, nothing I can do about it right now. Yeah, definitely. The other week when I first saw the Guardian sites for the first time, I was driving around like a blue-ass fly. However, due to the way that I think and the way I am, I did manage to work out that you can scan some of the Thargoid sites from outside of the base. I don't think it was a pure glitch. Might have been. Oh, on Sunday, yeah, of course you can, Brian. So each and every man that wants to come. I'm not going to tell you where we're going until the day. I'm going to keep it a secret because it's a really good location. And it's kind of going to be a send-off for me going to Colonia. So I'm not going to tell anybody. But if anybody knows me, you'll know that I do choose really good locations. In actuality, I don't choose them. They get recommended to me. But I get people to recommend me good places. By the way, that mountain to the right is the one we were trying to climb in the SRV the other day. I don't think we'd have made it up. I really don't. Ah, okay, I'm off to Dav's Hope. Again. You're absolutely right, Morgan, in what you say. I mean, I don't doubt it. That's one of the reasons why I like to have people like yourself in the stream, because you don't chat constantly, but when there's something to be said, you generally chip in. That's not a knock on to anybody who does talk all the time. I'm just saying that you listen out, and then when you hear that something's helpful, you'll chip in with it, which is very, very good, my man. Where are you from, by the way, Morgan? There is a lot of people here tonight. Look, there's a big group of people there. What did I say now? Do you know the worst thing is my mouth works faster than my head sometimes, so by the time it's gone through the stream and come back, I have absolutely no idea what I've said. So, I think this thing looks crap in Chrome. I'm going to be totally honest. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. The worst purchase I've ever made in this game. I'm absolutely sure of it. Ah, West Coast. Okay, whereabouts? In California or high West Coast? We've got Tangent in here who's from Tacoma. I think it's Tacoma. I love that term as well, for my sins. Oh, you mean Scotland West Coast? Do you know, just as you came on the chat and said it, I was questioning it in my head. I was like, have I just made a total dick of myself and come out with the wrong West Coast somewhere? So, Aberdeen or something? No, that's East Coast. What am I on about? Okay. Oh, come on. Are you going to scan that? No. Why won't it scan? That's why I hate this game. I bet it's cause I don't have it. Data point, data point. Ah, there we go. Okay. There we go. So, we're back into turret mode. Which part of the West Coast? If I can intrigue. Oh, William, nice. Are you a whiskey man, or is that a purely fictional thing about Scottish people? Or maybe you're not Scottish, actually. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get anything here for scavenging, am I? Just a lot of... Now, somebody told me about this last night. I didn't even know that you have to keep on scanning the uplinks and everything. Oh, somebody's crashed into the roof. Oh, I think I've got a fast scan on this. Look at this. How to be a dick in 2 moves. Can I jump him? Oh, he's going away now. That's unfair. And you know, I was having a conversation with Tangent the other night because I was really surprised to hear that most gamers, or most people who game, are over 30, and some of them are as... hang on, oh, wrong one. Some of them are higher than 35, but when I've looked at actually my... He said he thought it would be 20 somethings, but when I've actually checked my demographic, it is that. It's exactly that. My highest demographic is 30 to 35. My second highest demographic is 35 to 40. I think it's very, very interesting. Look at the guy trying to get through Daft's Hope. I feel you, Morgan. We have mosquitoes here. And I'll be honest with you, I hate the summer for that. I love the summer for lots of things, but the mosquitoes are shocking. I don't know if I should make my ship disappear, because I'm worried about other people's flight behaviour. I'm gonna dismiss it. Oh, really? Interesting. Cybersec, the guy who I did the run to Sagittarius A, he's a rum fan. I said that actually when we finished the run. I went out and bought a bottle of rum from my local shop, but I don't think it's rum. I'm gonna be totally honest. Not impressed. He used to be in the Navy then. I'm a huge whiskey fan, more than I should be actually. I think, judging by my friend bought me a whiskey book for my birthday last year, and then this week I went through to check off the ones that I've, shall we just say, sampled, and my ink ran dry. Right, okay, so I've done this, so I'm going to exit to main menu. Actually, no, I'll do that nearer the gate. I'm going to check that. So maybe there's only a couple of things. Maybe it's not everything you scan. Right, I'll have to double check that anyway. So we're going to go into... I'm going to try not to make this too boring tonight. I'm actually going to try and do a few different runs to different places. So after I've done this, I'm going to have a look for a moon with some arsenic, so I can maybe grab a bit of that. I think, to be honest with you, Friday is the hardcore night for elite players. If I'm totally honest. So if I get 2 messages here. Well, got 1. Okay. I'll keep going. You know, I really want to I don't know if you... Do you need to come here to do anything, Brian? It's whatever you want to do, man. I mean, you can do it all in a diamond back here, can't you? You don't need to have anything else, I don't think. One thing about this one is you always have to hit it right on in order to get it to go into your cargo thing, which means losing about 8% every time you do it. It's ridiculous. I just want to... Oh, it says settlement comms uplink, so... Well, this one's got a huge jump range, but what my plan was, go to get Dav's Hope, then go to a planet surface, do a bit of mining on a planet surface. What do I need to do then? Well, I was doing maybe a bit of wake scanning, and then kind of go to all the traders and trade that around. Having said that, I don't know whether I'm going to get to do it all tonight, because tonight wasn't intentionally a streaming night. So I don't know, if you feel like you want to do something else and you don't want to follow me around, I totally understand tonight. Like I said, it's not really a serious streaming night for that, in that sense. Not like Sunday. Sunday we're all going to go on a nice little jaunt. So you're welcome to join us if you want, Morgan. Or anybody else who's watching. Galvanizing. Oh, it's just going to take everything on this thing. Oops. I know why everybody gets stuck here. It's ridiculous where the stuff drops. Who on earth... It's not hard to program it a little bit away from stuff, isn't it? Right, now let's log off. Yeah, I might. if I make a Johnny decision like that again, I swear to God, I'm going to put these massive things up on the wall, because I swear, if I have to ring them once, I'll let myself off if I have to ring them. Sorry. If I have to ring them once, I'll let myself off. If I have to ring them twice, then there's going to be a problem. If I have to ring them 3 times, then I'm going to just blow the ship up and start again to teach myself a point. You know, it's just getting yourself used to that new mortar thing to do, to be honest. You know, like now you'll often notice where I jump into a system and then on the top right hand side of the screen you'll see no fire active, and that's because I'm trying to scan. And the reason is I've been doing that for so long that that's just what I do. You know, I jump in, I press the button to scan, and it's kind of, it doesn't matter to me that that flashes up every 2 seconds. I'd rather have the motor memory to do it than not to do it, you know. It was like that whole honking thing the other night, and then I did take it off, and like I said if I forget, I'm gonna blame it on you, because you know, sod's law happens, doesn't it? And I promise, on the trip to Colonia, the soundtrack will change a little bit. It won't change totally, but I think the soundtrack, I've played it quite a lot, and I want to find something that accompanies it, shall we say. So I've had a few offers of people's music, but I just want to check it out before I make any decisions.
Flight structure compromised. All personnel from the back immediately. Head directly to the evacuation vessel.
Ah, sorry Morgan, I didn't see that message. So, you were in the Air Force for a while, nice. So this should all come easy to you. If you're still watching, do you mind if I ask what you used to fly? Yeah, Pizza Man, welcome back. How's your day going? Wrong button there. Well, I say that, Morgan, like I assume you're a pilot. God knows there's how many jobs there is in the Air Force. Bit of a stupid comment to make, really. You could have been an engineer, for all I know. Oh, you are an actual pizza man, or is that a play on something? A little bit slow at the moment, so I'm not too sure. Is it true that if you work with the same type of food every day, you don't want to see it again for the rest of your life? I used to work in a restaurant, and I didn't mind it. Oh, guess who's got stuck? You are an actual pizza man. That's a great name then. Do you work for a pizza parlor, or does your family own a pizza parlor or something? Or are you in America? Because if so, do you make as much tips as they make out on television shows? What was I in there? Solo. Okay. Solo 2. By the way, Brian, if you're just in the system after you've watched the Freak Show that is open, feel free to drop into my private server. Cracked industrial fatware. And my beluga's arrived, that's good. And my promotion to elite will run out in approximately 8 days, so I won't be able to see that message anymore, which is really it's a sad day when I can't see that message. That's really good. I just was never sure. It's one of those jobs where you never, like when I worked as a waiter, not in America, in England, I had a static wage, but then the tips would take it to a certain point, and people used to go up when I told them how much I made, especially at Christmas. I once made enough at Christmas to pay for a month-long holiday to the US. Just in tips. By the way, I have a tip jar. No, I'm only kidding. I'm not a whore. Oh, nice. My friends who I was at university with is now in the RAF. He's a photographer in the RAF, which I never even thought that would be a job. But you need a job for everything, I suppose, don't you? Are we polymers? That was locked. That didn't look locked to me when I first came up on it. But there you go. So if you've dropped in and you want to know what I'm doing, I'm literally just absolutely hammering this planet for what it's got on it. Oh. Do you know there's something about that when it always locks on the target that you didn't want to lock on?
Site structure compromised. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Head directly to the evacuation.
I'm going to be honest with you, yes I do need to change my controls a little bit. Actually yeah, I might do it right now. Oh, it was a joke. It was a joke. I've been so surprised by the generosity of people, because I want to do Elite, but I also want to do other things, and that's not to say Elite's going to be the primary thing that I do. But if anybody who's been coming a long time will know that I have the account is called Ineffectual Gamer, and the reason I call myself that is because I'm a master of nothing. Kind of, what's the word? I can't even remember the saying now, but you know what I mean. I'm a master of nothing, but I'm adept at everything. And driving targeting, okay, that's the one I was looking for. And if I do, oh, I actually have a button for that. Okay, I'll try it with that one as well. Anyway, no, I don't want to. I'll just help a little bit. Didn't realise I had a button for that. Master of nothing. Hey Jess, how's it doing? How are you going? You dropped out last night for some reason. Disappeared. What am I doing? See, I'm doing it already. Look, I can press button. Dumb. That isn't what I wanted to press it on. I want to press it on that baby. Okay, we're going to get going now, because now I can do the auto. Now I've actually set it, I'm going to be absolutely streaming this stuff up. The best thing is you can do it without breaking stride, it's great. The only one I can't do it for is this one, because I don't think no, it doesn't. Ah, yeah, it does. Remember how it's going. What other games do I enjoy? The other games I've been hooked on, if I'm going to put it that way, have been The Division. I absolutely love The Division. I like kind of detective type games. What other stuff do I like? I like racing games, actually. I love racing games. Bit of a petrol head at heart, although I don't have a car. And I like anything kind of businessy, where you're trying to work out numbers and how to make money. I mean, that's kind of how I started off my stream, was kind of showing people how to make money in certain ways until it all got unnerved. And I've kind of been too lazy to go back and crunch the numbers, because it does take a while and it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Especially not so much crunching the numbers, but going to find out and see if your ideas are working or not. Ooh. See how fast I'm scooping this stuff up now. So yeah. What happened, Brian? It is, Jess. Somebody told me last night, and it is a bit like Mario Kart. I know. I love it. It is working, and somebody alerted it to me not yesterday, the night before, actually. Commander Selt. I just come out private. And actually, yes. No, if you're asking if I like playing Mario Kart, actually, I was going to do a review of some golden oldie emulators. That was one Monday night thing that I was planning on doing, because the original Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo, there's never been a game like it. Other Mario Karts have come and gone, they've just not been anywhere near that. Look at this dial. I wonder who this is. I see you have a problem, Brian. You can't just boost back. Oh, is that your name as well? Pizza Man Brian. So Pizza Man Brian, Pizza Man Wallace. No, he just eats pizzas, he doesn't deliver them. Do you want me to just shoot you? You fucking dial. You know when people say you never truly grow old, and all the kids just laugh at you? There you go. Oh, I've gained the bounty now. There you go. Alright, Andrew, see you in a bit. Right, okay, so did I scan that data point, or am I just being a doyle? I don't think I did, because I was too busy watching Brian there. I hate that you have to get the turret out every time. That is a bit of a bore. Oh, you can show us your new Guardian Pew Poo. Yep. Did I say Poo Poo or Pew Pew? Yeah, feel free. Let me get my camera up.
Warning. Site structure compromised. All personnel must evacuate the site immediately. Head directly to the evacuation vessel.
Go for it. Even Nero. Come on then, show us this new Guardian tech. Oh yeah, I can see that. Very nice. Go on. If you blow me up, I will kill you. And you need to pay for my new paint job. I'm seeing some stuff opening and closing, but I don't get quite what it is. Hang on. Go on, show us what you've got. It's only the second time I think I've got one as well. I can't even send him a private message because I'll have to go out the camera to do that, and then he'll start pew-pewing everything, so there's no point. Alright, I can see it, yeah. A bit small. He now looks like a phallic taser. Does nobody else think that? Okay, yeah, hang on. Let me tune in the mountain. Okay, shoot the mountain. Been calling you mum names. Oh, he's forgotten how to drive. I know the stream delay, but this is taking the piss. I see the thingamajig, but I don't see any reaction from the surface or anything. I think that's the problem. Something's wrong, though. Yeah, sod's law. Oh, we're seeing some action, we're seeing some action, we're seeing... Is that Guardian tech, though? Or is that just him showing off with his general guns? I can see the reaction on the floor. On the ground. On the floor? God, how... Okay, on with the show. When you get it solved, give me a shout. Crap, did I drive into the wrong one there? Just so you can see, my shields are down to 78% at the moment, so if it gets below 16, can someone give me a shout in the chat? Wait. Have I been around here in private before? I think I might have been around here in private before. Oh, I don't know where he sent his ship now. Oh, maybe you do. Maybe he wasted all of his power on it. Could be. We've seen this. If you look in my comms panel, can't bloody go anywhere because I've got a bloody thing on me now. Transaction observer. Ah, see these? I still haven't collected these, but there's nothing. There's not really anything of any value there. So yeah, if you look, my messages box is empty at the moment, but if I go and do a scan, then you'll see it fills up. He's a 4.2 billion credit noob, but no, I know what you're saying. It happens, mate. We all have bad days. So you can see I've got like encryption codes, scan databanks and encrypted files. So I'm probably going to do about 2 more laps of this place. This is, I should have done this the other night when I was collecting stuff. Look at how more efficient this is. You're talking about doing maybe a 1-2 minute lap maybe? Like if you push it hard enough, you can do it quite easily. Come on. Thank you. Not at this rate you can't, but at least I got chemical processor out of it. I'll take a delay for a chemical processor. Pips the weapons are there. Hang on, I'm coming back in now then. I just need to position myself. I'll come back into private now. I know, isn't that so much better, Darren? Definitely makes it easier. Much easier. Okay, I'm back. Where are you? There he is, the big show off. Don't shoot at me, whatever you do. Does anybody think those two lights at the front make it look like a mouth and an eye and two eyes and a mouth? Okay, hang on, he's showing off, so I'm gonna tell him to shoot the mountain, Brian. Shoot that mountain. Hang on. Getting into a spot. I'll give you the go. Hang on, don't do it yet. There you go, there's a mountain. You're right, Jess, it is. If you select fast enough. Okay, so it didn't do anything to the mountain, but it's quite aggressive. Sounds very aggressive. And again. Ooh, looks aggressive. Oh, okay, I just saw an explosion there. So yeah, when you come here, every time you log in and out of the instance, you have to scan the data point because you do get stuff. I'll give you an example now. You have to go into Turret to do it, unfortunately. So that's not always the easiest, but it's there. It's like having that friend who's always trying to get into your selfies, isn't it? Okay, we can see his weapons. I think that's why he's nudging me. Nice. Very turquoise. Hang on, was I in private already? Oh, I was. I must have been. Back into solo. I hope it's not because there's somebody in the private instance that I'm gonna be. Oh, I thought I answered that one. Sorry, Darren. I thought I answered that one. No, you don't. Once you've been there, it'll actually show right up on the map. So, and it's. I'll be honest with you. I had the same fear as you because when I first came here, I couldn't get the longitude and latitude right. I suffer from mild dyslexia and dyspraxia. And dyspraxia is actually the worst. So when you're trying to do all that stuff, I end up sometimes flying to another planet. But I'm used to it, so it's nothing that really bothers me. But the other day when I was trying to find this, I could see it on a video where it was, but trying to work that out in game was becoming pretty annoying until the point it was exactly where I thought it was. I thought you were on about the actual data link when you were asking the question. So I don't know, if I go into private, I don't know if things actually come back. I'll check the transaction panel. Yeah, maybe I am. Private group. I'd be interested to know, I've got 4 private groups to go in. Does that mean each one is an instance, or do they all count as one? There's a big shadow. So, transactions. Intel for Empire, Intel for Federation, Intel for Alliance. So yeah, I'm sure I'm making money for it. And I'm sure these amounts have gone up. Someone's showing off his Guardian weapons. He's well pleased with them. That's what it is. Hang on, let me go out of that one and have a look with my... Oh, now I can't bloody see. Oh yeah, you can see there. And no, don't move forward, let me move away. Oh yeah, you can see him now, yeah. Ah! Shields have got me. Oh. Right, let's have a look. No, I didn't need that. I didn't, not select it. Okay, so in private, it's okay. So Brian, if you wonder why I'm not avoiding you, I am jumping through instances. So I'll nip into. Let's see if Cyber's private's got something. Right, so I'm not going to... Yeah, it has. So you can use the instances. So all the private instances you can use too, which is really, really cool. You can get extras. Chemical distillery. High density composites. Heat exchangers. So yeah, like I'm saying before, if you get that next off forward target, you're going to be around this in no time. This could really... I'm not going to do it tonight because I don't want to bore the hell out of everybody, and I do kind of want to be out of here in an hour or so. So my intention is to fly, get some of this exchanged. Can't remember what I need now. I'll go to Desiat to do it anyway, so I can switch in and out. Hang on, I've missed something here. Yeah, there we go. Didn't miss something back there, did I? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Okay, I didn't. That's interesting because it means you can... You've got like 5 or 6 instances to go through if you truly wanted. That's cool. Don't want to be in that. So what I'm going to do, probably one more run. And then I will go to somewhere to scan a few wakes, I think. Log out. We'll go into solo. Bloody hell. In 3 hours, that's not bad. I said I need to find a way to make money soon, so I'm going to have to take a day to look at some stuff. I think what I might do is I'm going to head off to Colonia, and then when I come back I'm seriously going to take a look at cargoing and passenger missions and see truly what is the best rate per hour, because at the moment my bank balance is getting so low. I mean, there's a couple of ships I can sell, to be honest, and make a bit of money. They're not really needed. I'm not going to use them. They're purely cosmetic so that I've got a fleet. Well, just for making pure money, Brian. Right, Brian, I'm gonna jump into private. The only thing is, I think I took my weight scanner off this ship because I'm an idiot. I didn't know it was what I was going to do tonight. I'll scan the state point one more time. Actually, do you know what? I'll do one more run. I might as well while I'm in here. It's not going to do it in the regular ones. I'll do it in turreted. Oh no, it'll all be gone, won't it? Okay. Yeah, I'm being a bit of an idiot there. Can't do it because if Brian's in here, it's not going to reload it. So I'll just recall the ship. We're hoping. Very good pun there, Yamix. Very good. I see you've taken a night off from shouting at the game then. You need to learn how to drive, or fly should I say, because I thought I was bad, but fuck me. Every time I flick channels all I see is you blowing up. Right, yo, let's get out of here and go do some wake scanning. If I've got a fucking wake scanner, because I'm that much of an idiot. I think I took it out. Oh shit. Do you still have to render? Well, I suppose, yeah, with all the stuff that you do, you're going to have to render a shitload, aren't you? See, I just do it on the fly. I don't care. If you don't like it, fuck no. I don't swear in my videos. I'm very, very well behaved in that respect. Help if I took the Right, let's do this professionally, people. Landing gear. Let's get that done. Let's have a look at the rest. Is there a place called Guy? Nice one. Let's plot everything from Guy. I'm not attacking you, by the way. I just, every time I dropped in on the stream the other night, you were exploding in one way or another. Right, so there's somewhere called Guy close by. I can plot most stuff from there if it was in the fucking map. Actually, that's nowhere near. So that's an absolute no-starter. See what we've got around that. That has a half-decent name. Anningen. Okay, that's got a half-decent name. Okay, Anningen. So just give us 1 second, people, while I look at eddb.io. That's eddb.io. I would look at Inera, which I should actually... That's inera.cz. That's inera.cz. And we're going to Anningen. A-N-I-N-G. A-N-I-N-G. There we go. Right, so we've got manufactured. No, I want yeah, manufactured, that's what I want, you dial. HIP 12067. Okay, so we're going to go this way and we're going to trade some stuff in so that I can have a look at my beluga. Sorry, I didn't wing Brian up, so now he's not going to know why he's flying into the... Just by the way, anybody else who's dropped in, if it's your first time, say hello in the chat. Sorry, my good man. Didn't tell you where we're going to. I'm off to swap some of this stuff that I've collected. So I'm going to HIP 12067. HIP 12067. Right, okie dokie. And we are going to Balkansen, wherever that is. Oh, there it is. Actually, that's not a long distance. Unusual encrypted files, specialized legacy. That's not really that great, but it'll do. I'm not going to swap it out for anything. Okay, say goodbye to Vulcanson Gateway, because we weren't paying attention to the clock. You know what? Gotta calm down. Stroke my fingers on the joystick. That's what all the real pilots do. And I'm gonna work out so that I'm not doing laps around this place. So if you've just joined the stream, you're wondering what we're doing, so are we. Just been to Dav's Hope, got a ton of stuff, so I'm going to just trade a few of it off so I can get a little bit more jump range for my Beluga. My Beluga is, I'm going to do this week, I'm going to do a trip to Colonia, and then once I've finished the trip to Colonia, my Beluga is going to take me to some places hopefully that I've never been before. That's the idea of the Beluga. Would have been the Orca, but I paid for a paint job a month ago for the Beluga, so I'll be doing that in a Beluga when it comes around. What are you doing in tonight? In game tonight, Jess? Has Yamix gone, or am I just slurring my words? Both are possibilities. What are we on? 6? Yeah, we'll take that.
Permission authorized. Cleared for landing on docking bay 28. Automated docking approved. You may now handle the control.
Scan detected.
Has the chat frozen? What happened? Everybody stopped. Well, not like everybody was yammering, but well.
Meters from touchdown.
Notice my microphone's wearing a hairy jacket again today. As one of the cats has been romancing it as usual.
Touchdown confirmed. Docking restraints engaged. Welcome, Commander.
Okie doke, so. Contacts. I can sell half those packages, can't I? Material trader. Ah, okay. Everybody seems to be doing Guardian stuff at the moment. Well, everybody I talk to. Guess I'm not down with the kids. Don't know what I'm up to. Okay, so we are looking for oh, you want grade 5, my lover. Okay, so we've got enough data mine wake up section, although we can get some more. I think I was up to was I up to 3? Or maybe I've just collected enough. Maybe I have enough to go back and get that Beluga sorted out. Might go get some data mined wake exceptions actually. I'll have a look in here if there's anything that I can seriously swap over, but I'd hope. But I don't think there truly is. I think I've collected everything I needed there actually. So we got what is it that's we need here? Is it chemical manipulators we always need? It's not them. Conductive polymers, no. Military imperial shading. Oh, it might be something down here. Let's have a look. No, it's none of this stuff, is it? It's probably chemical manipulators, to be honest. Can we do it with that one? Right. Right, let's just have another quick look at that remote workshop. Hey Andrew, she let you go? Nice one. I kid. I didn't even need that. I need the data mined wake sections. That's what I truly need. The eccentric hyperspace trajectories, just to get up from that 3. But okay. So, hide help. Hopefully I can get a weight scanner in here, for God's sake. Oh, not with a shipyard, I'm not going to get it. Outfitting. I don't think I've got it. This is a problem. No, I haven't. And I bet they haven't. Oh, they have got one. Thank frig for that. Okay, I'll take the best one I've got because I can cast that in. Yeah, I've got tons of most of that. I just need a bit of a few more data mined wake exceptions, but I can always sell and make up for them. Did I say something bad to the Amix? I don't think I did. I just said he was a bad flyer, but he disappeared. So that's what happens when you're famous. You just have to drop in and say hello. That's enough. Hello, goodbye. Unless his computer shut down. He did say he was rendering, didn't he? It's never a good thing. Right, so let's find some refugee places with high population. Who said I don't learn anything from this game? Jeez Louise, actually it's really hard to find places. Oh, that's no good, that's way out the way. What the friggin' hell, I'm not going there. Can anybody remember the place I was in before? Oh, hang on. I know what I'm doing wrong here. No, it shouldn't matter actually, to be honest. So where am I? Kun. Kun. I am Brian. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And I think you gave me one the other day, but I can't find it now. I maybe didn't list it. I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go to Spinny Planet, go to Endelon Epsilon Indy. Okay, I'll try that one. I'm just gonna, what's it called, Lalande. Lalande. Edit. Okay. That makes it slightly easier to find my way around now. Can I do this in one jump? Nice one. No, Dave, I'm not signed up with anybody. I do kind of align most of the time with the Federation in the missions I do. I don't know if that makes a big difference in any at all, but I'm not actually physically aligned with anybody. I've never actually selected it. There doesn't seem to be any upside to doing it at the moment, so I just never purely got around to it. Well, not locked on the bloody station, am I? Oh, maybe I didn't select it properly. Don't like the way that guy talks to me. Is that today or another day? 26. Okie dokie, so we're off to scan some wakes, because I need to get some wakes here. I need to change one of these buttons to target ahead as well. Or target nearest actually, is probably better. Mind you, it's not so bad going into menu in these systems, because you can Right, we'll go towards this one place and see what it's like. There's a place the other day, I just can't remember what it is. Now I'm going to shoot by here, but I can check my contacts while I fly past. Not contacts, nothing showing up there. Try Berrios Gateway. If this doesn't work, I'll check on Inera where it was that I was the other day. Inera generally tells me where I am. The problem with aligning yourself to the power is when you jump into somebody else's system, they come after you, so I just don't see the point in signing up to a power in that sense. It doesn't make sense to the game I play. I'm not particularly wanting to defend anybody or anything, so... It doesn't make sense to me to align with anybody in that sense. Nope, there's nothing here. Right, nothing here, Brian. I'm going to just check on Inuit to see where I was the other day. It should be in my log somewhere. Personal log. Flight log. As soon as I see it, I'll know where it was. Just need to know where it was. So, tutorial, no. It was in the Memphis spell I was doing it, I'm sure. Could have been Celiano. Don't know, it doesn't quite make sense. Oh, where's he gone? See? I remember close to Desiat there was somewhere, but actually, this is actually showing up in my list, so I don't understand why. Yep, it's highlighted, so you see it's pink here, so it's actually highlighted as one of the places that you can go to. So is this one. 43 million, 2.9 billion. So this should have a relief center. This place should have a relief centre. There's like 4.1 billion people living here. If there's not a relief centre, they're off the rocker. So let's do the furthest point one. Normally they're not on planets. Normally they're right next to a station. So you go to like this one, for example, and they show up. I know it seems silly, but I just can't blow anything up. It's not my game. It's not how I play the game. I don't want to kill NPCs unless one day I have like a Imperial ship and I decide to take a job with them, just blasting Batman out the sky. Then maybe I'll do that one day. If it's part of the story of it, I'll do it. But in these ships, I don't do it. I've got a bounty on this one. I feel bad enough. Some people say it's silly, but this is driving me crazy that there's no what's Brian saying here? Oh, okay, hang on, I'll lock onto you. Where's my wing? Don't think I've got my wing on. It's not that one, is it? Oh, LFT 1748, okay. Hang on, that's what... Yep, that's one. Alright. Only 54 million, I mean, come on, 4.2 2 billion? Are you kidding me that there's not a bloody distribution centre there? Are you kidding me? Come on. Stupid. Ridiculous. Yeah, you're right in that sense. But it's still kind of piracy, isn't it? Whoa, oh, we're going around now. Still kind of piracy, isn't it? But I get what you mean. I do hamstring myself by making these choices. I don't hide from the fact that I do. Of course it's route plot and field. Of course there is. Subdo. Oh, insufficient fuel. See? Brian. It's alright, I'll do this one. The sun's really close, so I can find it. Well, Yamix never came back. I don't know if I did something to upset him or I said something to upset him. Or whatever. I'm guessing he had a problem maybe with his computer. Oh, crepes on a stick. I am, mate. Just need to get some fuel from this star. I forgot to fuel up. Let's go really slow. Let's just. Yeah. Hello, my name's Robin Hood. I think I'd do it, to be honest, because I think if I became good at combat, I'd end up just going across the galaxy just slaughtering people. Wow, that was fast. This is what I'm talking about. Just have to be extremely careful when I'm going to Colonia, otherwise I'm going to find myself in real trouble real fast. Ooh, we got a double sun. So as you can see by the show title and stuff like that, it wasn't my general choice to drop in and kind of do a stream tonight. So if I'm a bit off, you just have to forgive me. It's just the way I am on a Friday. It's not the shortest, but it's not the longest day. And normally I wouldn't. Well, I think even in the future, I'm probably not going to stream on a Friday. Need to find my wingmate now. Distribution centre, there we go. Probably gonna fly past me. But I don't understand why he's not showing up. Shouldn't it show him on here? Oops, a daisy. Well, drop it on here and Seth's planet's pretty good looking, isn't it? With a kind of deep mauve red. Juxtaposed us to that sun. That's pretty good, eh? The game's looking better every day. Ah, there he is. I needed one of them actually, the eccentric ones. What was it? Advanced Discovery Channel and Data Link. Don't really want that either. This one. That'll be going to the right. It's alright, I just dropped in on you and started scanning the wakes. Eccentric hyperspace, I needed that one. That's always a good thing. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? I'm gonna go that way. I don't need to scan like a million of these, but just scanning a few. Where are you looking for traders, Daz? Dave, sorry. Oh, I hate doing that. Absolutely hate it. It's really annoying. If you tell me where you are, I can tell you where the nearest trader is. If you tell me what you need. Once you've unlocked one, it shows up where you are, but if you tell me where you are, I'll tell you what you're looking for, or what the nearest place that you're looking for. It doesn't show up automatically in the game, you have to actually visit it. It's once you've visited the station, it'll show up. And if you give me current location, I'll tell you the nearest place that has a raw material trader. Okay, give me a second. Bum, 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 bum. So you were looking for raw. Okay. Encoded raw material, I suppose. Encoded and raw material, or just raw? I'll give you two options from where you are. There's an encoded and raw material, or just a raw material. So this is the raw on its own. So it's Wernones and then Humboldt Station. And then for the raw and encoded, which I've never seen together, so I don't know if it's just they do move or something, I think, and they change, so it's not sure what the system is in. So the raw and encoded, as it's been reported separately, I'm guessing, is in Lovalia ejector station. We can get the chat up there. That's for the encoded. And of course the stream doesn't want to paste it now, so I have to reload the stream. you go. Oh, and of course I've been blasted in the wrong direction, so that's
Mission critical message.
probably going to disappear before I get there, but never mind. See, 24, 25, no, I'll go after that one. But it's probably gonna disappear before I get there, this place. I know this is going to disappear just as I get to the 3 kilometer mark. Oh, see? That's pretty close, that's here. I tell you what, this ship is so much better for just getting pure stuff in it. Whether it be raw materials or whatever, it's just so much better than anything else. Should have actually gone to the closest one first, shouldn't I? There we go, there's one. Where is it? Oh yeah, I've actually just got a paint upgrade on one of mine today. Okay, where's that one now? Right, okay, so I'm gonna look in here. I think it's LFT, the system I'm in. I'm right. LFT 1748. Right, so I'm Alexander off Gateway, I think. I'm gonna go to there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, I'm just off to trade some of this stuff in. It could be when it's in the shade in the. Sometimes in some of the hangars, you get in a shaded point and it really messes with all the colours. Are you saying it's just changed outright? And hello, anybody who's new to the stream, drop by, say hello. Alexandrov Station. Oh god, don't send me off into the middle of nowhere. Ah, have I got more than one jump? No. Right, don't make me look like an idiot here. Jameson. I'm not going that far. Hang on a sec, I might have made a slight mistake here. LHS 115. That's why, because I'm not bloody.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know whether I was due another jump there or just didn't plot it correctly. That's strange. Guess what happened, Brian? I turned off my scanners. And now I'm not scanning systems again. So we're gonna sail into Alexandrov Station. I'm gonna overshoot it now because I wasn't paying attention to the clock, but never mind. Right, okay, so no, my Beluga, which I'm dropping in on now, I looked at it earlier and it was all in white, so I don't think it's had a colour change. The only thing I noticed is in some areas of the outfitting, depending on the angle you're looking at it, it can appear black, but I'm guessing you've checked all the angles, so sure you didn't buy a paint, a repaint for it or anything. Or it might have the No Man's Sky effect. Don't know what that is. It was after one patch, you know, certain graphics cards, everything came out as black.
Recon Sierra Whiskey India. Follow all federal docking protocols before attempting to dock.
Why am I not auto-docking? I have got an auto-dock, I'm sure. Standard docking computer.
Authorization cleared. Proceed to landing pad 2-1. Automated docking confirmed.
Bizarre.
Touchdown.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Right, so we're going to go in the hangar.
Contact. Ground crew have been dispatched.
Contacts. So I do need some data mined awake exceptions. Oh, cancel that. Okay, we'll go with that one. I need some eccentric ones because I've just traded off one there, so I'll go with that. Give myself a couple. Wait. I hate trading up, but you have to do it, don't you? Cancel. Need that one. Okay, so if I go just to check it out, remote workshop, to FSD. Okay, so I've got yeah, loads of them. Bit off with them, but I've got enough. Okay, so I need to now go to Desiat to sort this out, because that's where my ship is. And then I'm going to be golden. And it will suit roughly, more or less, the game time that I was expecting. So I haven't really wasted any time tonight. I've pretty much hit all the expectations that I had. For the sitting, I think it's going to be like 3 jumps or something. So, are you on Discord yet, Brian?
Docking coupler disengaged. Depart when ready, Commander.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Right, okay, well, I'm gonna go off in a bit. I'm just gonna go do this thing in Desiat, but some point tomorrow even if you're in game, I'll go through it with you because it is so easy. You can actually do it. I think the first time you can do it from a web page. You don't even actually have to download the app, and then we'll set your voice comms up in that because it's much easier. And then I'll explain to you how to set it up properly in game.
Cannot comply.
Uh-oh. Brian, I need your help. Need fuel. I forgot I'd made the changes in the galaxy map. Dumbass. I forgot I'd made the changes in the bloody galaxy map. Well, I have to hold on. I haven't got anything more I can do. Okay, so while we wait for Brian to drop in, just to let you know, if you want to join in on Sunday evening in European time, Sunday afternoon American time, we're going to be... He dropped in faster than he said, unless somebody else has dropped in on me. We're going to do a trip out to somewhere, so if you've got like... I'd say if you've got 40 odd plus on your ship. Where's he gone? Oh, that's me. I heard somebody drop in. We're going to be doing a trip out somewhere, so that should be interesting. Actually, I wouldn't have minded ringing the fuel rats, it's not that bad. But if you want to join us on Tinder and you've got something with, I'd say over 40 is better, but if you've got maybe a 37 jump range on something. Oh, somebody's gonna have me for breakfast here. Mine open. Let's see who it is. That's nobody here. You can join in the flight, and if you come into the Discord, which is Monkey Tennis, it's in the information below. You can come in there and sign yourself up for it. If you're not signed up for it in Discord, you can still probably come along. It's not a big deal. Oops, way off to my left. Can't quite see him yet. Yeah, bring a packed lunch, or at least a packed coffee. I can't remember exactly how far out of the bubble it is. Actually, I can probably just check now while I'm waiting. No point in wasting time. Mind you, I might not actually have it written down here. Ah, yeah, I have. Oh, hang on, I might not have turned it on. Oh, I've got it turned on. Have you got yours turned on? tad bit more if you've got it.
Incoming fuel.
I think that'll be enough.
Incoming fuel.
Okay, yeah, this one should do it.
Fuel. Incoming fuel.
Okay, that's it. Don't need any more. It's full now.
Cargo scoop. Receiving fuel.
Thank you very much.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
If you're wondering why I ran out of fuel, it's because at the moment I'm testing out this big jump range on my Diamondback. Well, it doesn't look like much at the moment, but very nice, quite quick actually. So I'm just trying out this kind of scoop jump job to get to Colonia with. Still think I'm probably going to have to take out the planetary vehicle at some point. Maybe not on the first part of the trip, but maybe the second or something. Doing it again. And I've just not quite got used to actually scooping as I go. I would if I was on an expedition, it'd be no problem, but I just I've not been on an expedition for a while, so I keep forgetting.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, yo, so we're off to Gary Terminal. We don't need fuel this time because we're only even though it's scooped out, so it's not too bad. Oh, I didn't realise that. I wasn't looking at the clock. We'll be in no time now, so it's alright. It's always good that you've got a friend to help you out, but it'd been interesting bringing the fuel rats out. They'd have probably called me a bit of a dickhead for dropping out where I did, but never mind. Exactly. Everything happens for a reason.
Lake on Sierra, Whiskey India. Federal Flight Control Channel open. Preserve
Hey Camo, thanks for joining in. Good to see you. And anybody else who's just joined in, feel free to come by and say hello in the chat. Now, if you wonder why my whole stream has an unusual name tonight, it's because I had no intention to actually stream tonight, but I thought, changed my mind, thought I'd come on for a couple of hours, and if I'm coming on I might as well stream, so...
Landing gear deployed.
Okie dokie. Let's go into the eye.
Touchdown. Thrusters offline. Deploying ground services.
Let's make sure everything's alright with the integrity. Workshop. So, no, not this ship, that's why you Doyle. Right, so let's go to shipyard. And we're looking for the Beluga. Beluga liner, that's the one. Use the ship. It's not bad, this Beluga. Didn't really want to purchase it. I've ended up paying over the odds for it, but never mind. The reason I've had to pay over the odds for it, I've always won, is because I bought a paint job for it a while ago, and then forgot I'd bought it, and then thought I'd bought it for the Orca, but obviously I haven't, so... Okay, so let's have a look at the FSD now. Yeah, so we've got a few chances now. We've got 12 chances here to hit the top, so unless we're truly lucky, that's what, 3, 4, oof, 5, oh, might take us the full 12, 6, oh no, that was a big one, 7, 8, 9, oh, I thought it might take the 12. Okay, it took 10, but, well, whatever. It's now got this Beluga, and this Beluga is going to be for passenger missions, so it's now up to 33 from 30, which, you know, that's not the best jump range I've ever seen on a ship, but it'll do for what I'm looking to do. So, for example, if I come into the passengers here, I haven't got... and that's something I'm really looking forward to doing in the future, actually. I'm looking forward to seeing some places that I've never seen before, maybe a few secret places that maybe I didn't know about before, but of course I'm going to do it from somewhere where I'm fully wrapped up. I'm not going to do it from here because I'm not going to get any money for it, but now the Beluga's all kitted out, it means I can kind of do that. So anyway, that's kind of what I came on for tonight. Nothing more, nothing less. So I should be around tomorrow night. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow afternoon, but it's probably going to be something completely different from Elite. And then in the late night, I'll come back and do something to do with Elite before we do our Sunday trip. On Sunday, we're going to do a trip out, which will kind of see me off on my first leg to Colonia. So if you're interested in joining us, you can join us in stream. Don't have an exact time yet, I'll give that tomorrow night, and as long as you've got something with, let's say, 37, 40 light year jumps, you'll be really good for it. So, thanks for joining in, and I'll see you next time, Commanders. See you tomorrow.